Welcome to Project Puberty. The goal of Project Puberty is to combine scientific information and first-person accounts of puberty survival in order to help guide you safely through your puberty journey. Literally billions of people have survived puberty, and you will too. In Project Puberty, we will hear hundreds of stories of people who have survived puberty. And today, I want to tell you my story. Picture this. It was the summer of a long, long time ago. My friends and I were sitting at a picnic table on the shores of Green Bay. It was evening, it was hot, it was humid, it was summer. When you have moments like this in your life, you remember the details. The memory is so vivid in my mind. Anyway, it was the summer right before we started our freshman year in high school, so we aged and ranged 13, 14. One of my friends was probably 15. She was a year older than us. Anyway, we're hanging out, listening to the song With or Without You by U2 in a non-nostalgic way. Anyway, they were all talking about how they had gotten their first period and discussing their period stories. I wanted to feel like I fit in, and I wanted to be part of the conversation, so I started talking about my first period. Well, these three girls didn't believe that I had actually got my first period. Spoiler alert, I hadn't gotten my first period. I was just trying to look cool and be like my friends. So, where were we? Oh, my three best friends in the whole world didn't believe that I had started my period, and they started the inquisition of the summer. And they tried to get me to present evidence and when did I start my period and what were some of the things that happened to me. Anyway, basically, I was on trial. And I think at the end of the day, I convinced them that I had started my first period already and we moved on with our lives. But I will never forget those girls. I will never forget that day. Because I lied. Because I felt so insecure about not having started my first period that I lied to my three best friends. Ridiculous. And the reason it's ridiculous for two reasons. Here's the whole reason I'm sharing this story is twofold. One, those girls weren't being very nice. They were supposedly my best friends, and instead of being happy for me and pretending like I was pretending that I had in fact gotten my period, they questioned me and gave me a bunch of crap about it. Secondly, this is the main reason. I wish I had had the confidence and the smarts and the information to just say, no, I haven't gotten mine yet. You girls are all 6 months to a year older than me, and I haven't started my period yet. But when it does, can I ask you questions? Or could you tell me what it was like so I know what to expect? So when I look back on that conversation, I think about who are you? Who will you be in that conversation? Will you be the mean girls? They weren't. Well, this is not a kindness channel, but if you are with your friend and they tell you they've gotten their period, you can just choose to be kind. Or if you're with your friends and they don't believe that you haven't gotten your first period, and you haven't gotten your first period, well, I want you to be secure enough to be able to tell them, no, I haven't gotten it yet. So, moral of the story, be kind to your friends, and mostly the real moral of the story is just know that you will get your period. If you get it 6 months after your best friend, a year after your best friend, those girls were all older than me, but they still made it seem like, oh, we're more mature than you and we got our periods first. It's like you were born first. I wasn't a late bloomer. I wasn't immature. I just got my period when I was supposed to. I didn't get my period until I was a sophomore in high school, and I've been getting it ever since. And I don't think any of those girls looks back on that day and thinks, I'm pretty sure she was lying. Or if they do, and if they're watching, I don't think they're thinking, I knew it, I was right. They're probably thinking, yeah, we could have been cooler about that. It's hard to be a teenager. It's hard to go through puberty. Let's get through it together. Okay, I hope you can hear this story, and I hope it gives you a little bit of confidence to prepare for what's ahead. All right, thanks for watching today. Project Puberty, what's your story? We want to hear your story. I hope you will consider sharing your story with us. Thanks for coming. Have a great day.